So, Thomas, tell us about the Palmer and Alter Ego in 2012 that we just tasted.
Well, first of all, a few things about the vintage. I think you heard about it. Three different timing: a wet and cold spring, a beautiful summer with an incredibly August, in particular, the driest August in the last 30 years. And then last week of September and October, there was a change and was more humid. If I had to point something about the vintage, it would be the difference between the Merlot and the Cabernet, the difference in style. The Merlots were very rich, high alcohol, 14, very ripe, with a beautiful tannin structure, almost in the spirit of 2009, with maybe not the same depths and concentration, when the Cabernets were much fresher, 12.5 as an alcohol, much fresher aromas, fresh fruit aromas, and a beautiful acidity. Big question was how those two grape varieties would combine together. So we worked on the blend, it went quite well, and those two grape varieties married very well together. And in both wine, I think Alter Ego and Palmer, you have this beginning of the taste in the mouth, very large and sweet and velvety, and that's come from the Merlot. And then the finish that is really, really refreshing, and that comes from the Cabernet. The difference between Alter Ego and Palmer is obviously the philosophy. For Alter Ego, we are really looking for as much as fresh fruit as possible, so we adapt the winemaking. We choose the fruits to get this character, this personality. For Palmer, we try to build a much deeper structure to build a wine that will benefit of a long aging process. And I think, 2012 for us here at Chateau Palmer worked quite well. We had very interesting grapes, mostly because our yields were very low, 28 hectoliters per hectare. That's due to the difficult conditions we had in 11 with a hailstorm. So the vineyard suffered in 11, and when we pruned the vines, we just had small canes, and so we were able to leave less buds than usual.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.